Hey friends, what's up? It's Simon and welcome to my channel. It's currently 9 a.m. here and it's Sunday the 29th and I'm about to go and make some breakfast. I'm gonna probably make some toast and an espresso and then I'm gonna try and get my day started. Today I'm gonna take and work a bit and then I'm gonna go and return the glass jars I used in the last video to make the honey or to make the meat. And then later tonight I was thinking I'm gonna try some mulled wine because it's currently the first of Advent here in Sweden. We do celebrate it as a Christian religion, I think, but most Swedes don't associate that. We just associate with like the first of Advent is light some candles and have a cozy time, usually with your family, which I can't be with right now because of the current pandemic. So I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna light a candle and I'm gonna try some mulled wine. Today's mulled wine I'm gonna try. I was thinking of making this into like a series throughout the entire December, just making like a mulled wine a week and try it out. So today's mulled wine is gin and tonic mulled wine, which I've never heard of before. And I was just walking through my local like alcohol store, liquor store, and I just saw it and I was like, wait, what is this? Gin and tonic mulled wine? How does that taste? And then I got the idea for making this kind of video series. So I'm gonna do that later tonight, but before that I'm just gonna make some toast and start my day. So thank you all for coming along and watching me do stuff. Okay, so I've eaten the breakfast. If you want a recipe for the sandwiches I made here, I'm gonna probably link it in the description or I'm gonna write it down. The recipe originally comes from the chef show made by Jon Favreau, which is a great show, by the way. If you haven't seen that show, it's amazing. It's about Jon Favreau and Roy Choi, I think his name is, who goes out and they're like go to different like restaurants and talk to them and see how their food is made. It's kind of like a cooking show, like a regular cooking show, but a lot better because you can actually see behind the scenes how they make the food and they generally have interesting conversations and fun interactions with the chef owners, which is amazing. So yeah, if you haven't checked it out, you should totally should. But I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna leave the honey jars at the bee honey salesman person, and then we'll come back and then I'm gonna do some work. Here's the honey jars. I've stripped all the labels from the glass, which I hope he appreciates. And yeah, I couldn't really strip it from the tops. I tried to do that, but then it just kind of turned out like this. So yeah, I'm gonna let him do it if he wants to strip them. So here's the sign. It's kind of in the middle of town actually, which is pretty funny. I'm not sure if he keeps his beehives up here or if it's just selling of honey, but it's kind of funny. I will show you how you buy the honey as well. I like it a lot. Buy it. It's basically just open this latch, and then there's honey inside, and then you can basically just pay whatever you want for the honey, or pay whatever you want. Pay the prices for the honey. Actually, now when I'm here, I'm thinking I'm gonna buy a jar. Actually, yeah, I think one honey jar is good. Okay, so I just came back from leaving off the jars of honey to the person, or to the honey sale place, and the man who makes the honey actually came out to talk to me a bit, and which was really cozy. So we talked about his honey a bit and how he produces it and stuff, and he actually keeps the bee farms here in the city on his yard actually, which I thought was really interesting. So they eat stuff in the city, they eat just the neighbors' flowers and stuff like that, which he said makes the flavor a bit more interesting since they aren't really eating the same thing every time. It's not like they're eating like they're on a honey farm or that they're on like a regular farm where the flowers are generally more consistent. Now here you can eat whatever they find, which produces the flavor he has, which I thought was really, really cool. We also talked a bit about making mead, and he actually makes his own mead. He said he was making some kind of lingonberry mead, and I talked about my mead I'm trying to make here. And I think I'm gonna send in a bottle once my meat is done fermenting and finished up. Basically, I'm gonna send him one and hopefully enjoys it. Not sure which flavor I'm gonna send him. I'm thinking maybe the apple one. So that's gonna be really fun. But now I'm gonna work for a few hours and then I'm probably gonna relax a bit after that. Maybe play some games. Then we'll make we will light a candle and make the, oh, I forgot the name of it. Anyway, the wine tasting thingy. I thought I'd show you a quick update on the meat as well. It's going quite well. It had a lot of bubbles yesterday, but now it doesn't seem to have as much bubbles. It seems to be... There's something white on top of the meat, but I think that's fine. Hopefully that's just cheese lying around, chilling. But this is how it looks. I'm gonna take and stir it a bit and then put it back into the back room. Okay, I tried to make something cozy, but I really don't have the lights for it, so this is what we're doing. I filled I set up my candles here for my Advent time candle, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna light one of them. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be in the shot afterwards, but it's gonna be cozy enough for now. At least I'm gonna see it, and that's gonna be cozy. Let's see. Maybe I should have pushed it up a bit. There. There we go. The first light, very cozy. So it's gonna be like this nice shape after a while, where the first light is gonna be the furthest down, and then the second light's gonna be a little higher, and then a little higher than the highest. So I'm just gonna put this away for now. Cozy. And bring up what we're gonna talk about. So this is the mulled wine I was gonna taste today. It's from, oh yeah, before I talk about this, I just want to say I'm not promoting use or purchase of alcoholic drinks or anything like that. I just want to taste it and review it. Not really review it, more taste it and see how it tastes. So I'm not gonna say anything super special about it. Let's see. So it's made by I think it's called Swedish Tonic, which seems to be a Swedish company making. I'm not sure what else they make, but from the name I guess they make gin and tonic. And it says it's combining, well, mulled wine and gin and tonic basically, with some syrup, cinnamon, clove, and star anise. And it comes in this super fancy bottle. It has like this paper outside on it, and then I guess the bottle is inside. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open it up, and we're gonna pour it into a espresso glass, which I have here, and then we're gonna taste it a bit, and then I'm gonna make some warm mulled wine and taste that as well. So let's start by opening this one up. Let's see if I can take it out without breaking the entire paper. If I can. Ooh. Oh, this bottle is super fancy as well. This bottle is amazing actually. And the color is really, really nice. It's like some kind of white mulled wine with a kind of dark color as well. Like it almost looks like a light colored whiskey. Yeah, so and this bottle and cork is super fancy as well. Let's see if I can get it open without using some kind of tool. Here you can. Okay. Popping this off. Boop. Okay, from the smell it smells... I can only smell mulled wine. I cannot really smell the gin and tonic from the bottle. Actually, let's pour some up and see. Mm-hmm. Okay, color in the glass is also super pretty, and no, I cannot smell the gin and tonic. It only smells mulled wine. The taste is a bit different though. It tastes mulled wine, of course, but it also tastes. Yeah, it has some kind of bitter flavor. I'm guessing it's from the gin and tonics actually. It doesn't really taste like gin and tonic though. It still tastes like mulled wine with something else in it. Maybe it changes if you heat it up, but just from the taste, from the when it's cold, it's not really gin and tonic. It has a bit of a more edge to it than the normal mulled wine, I would say. But I'm gonna heat some up, and then we can try it again when it's warm and see if it's any different. Okay, so I've heated up a bit of mulled wine now. I'm not sure how warm it is. I haven't actually tasted it yet. There's a bit of steam coming from it. I'm not sure if the camera picks that up. When it's heated up, it it has a bit stronger flavor or taste, smell. That's the word. When it's heated, like I think I can feel a bit more of the gin and tonic actually when it's heated up a bit. Okay, so heated up, the flavor is definitely different. It still doesn't taste like gin and tonic, but it doesn't really either taste like classical mulled wine. It's a very special taste. I can't really put my finger on it. It definitely tastes more like I would say it's more towards the gin and tonic flavor, but it's definitely not gin and tonic. And the mulled wine is toned down quite a bit when you heat it up. Like it's a lot less. Like when it was cold, it basically tasted like mulled wine with some kind of off flavor. And now when it's warm, it tastes more like something else, some kind of alcoholic drink. And then mulled wine creeps in a bit at the end, or it's in like in the background, kind of. It's kind of special. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure if I like it. I would think I would prefer just a regular mulled wine over this, and there's a bit of a shame, because especially like the price of this one I think was 150 Swedish kroners, which is quite expensive for a mulled wine. I think most mulled wines are around 60 to 120 Swedish kroners. It could have been 120. I don't really remember, but I remember thinking it was a bit expensive. So I think I would rate it maybe 3.5 stars out of 5 or something like that. It's not really something I would buy, and the taste isn't like that amazing that I'm like, oh, I would pay 150 crowns for this. It's alright. It's tasty, but it's not the greatest I've tasted either of mulled wine way. And but some upsides. The bottle, super fancy. I love this bottle actually. It's great. I'm thinking I might, once I finish drinking this, I might bottle some of my mead into this, and maybe I give it to the honeyman with like some mulled wine and the in this bottle. This sounds pretty nice. But yeah, this was today's video. If anyone's watching, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and maybe a comment or subscribe. And I hope I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you all had a really cozy first Advent as well, if you're celebrating that. Otherwise, I just hope you have a cozy day, and yeah, I'll see you guys some other times. Bye!